Look, I've always prided myself on asking you all to be honest too. I think it's needed. I think it's sometimes we just have to have some clarity. We have to have some direction. We have to talk about things. I'll be straight up honest. It is so frustrating on this side of it. COVID-19 is tough for you guys. I completely get that. I see your life change, and I feel horrible for you. I feel the empathy. I really do, and it sucks what you're being robbed of. Um, Equally, if I look on the flip side, and I think this is where we have to start looking to take care of everyone, reality is on the teacher side of things, it's really, really difficult. And I say this with a grain of salt because there are quite a few teachers out there that aren't doing anything. They do absolutely nothing. And I've seen it, not just in our district, but in other districts. They are skating by the issue and they're doing absolutely nothing for their students, for themselves, and they're taking a paycheck. And I'm insulted by that. I really am. As a professional educator who took a vow to always try hard and to make sure that my students have the best possible opportunities, it's a slap in the face when I see those educators not doing anything. And quite frankly, they should be ashamed of themselves. You're collecting a paycheck. You're stealing from the government is what you're doing. And I hope you feel bad for it. I really do. Unfortunately, it's our system, and they'll continue to get away with it. So for me, I think the problem is that some people take this time as just being lazy and just don't see the work that goes on the other side. So when they don't stay committed to tasks, and you literally are working 12, 14 hours a day minimum, not including answering emails, answering texts at night, anything that anyone has open, they don't see that. And it becomes very frustrating on the end user side when you're working your tail off trying to create these things, which is not easy, and people just don't want to get it, just don't want to get part of the program. And I'm telling you right now, as someone who is a professional in this sense, I want you to know that it is not tough to swallow. I really try to put on the best face possible in front of the camera. I really try to give you my all. I try to give you my 100% all the time. But you know what? I'm being straight up honest with you. It's a punch in the face sometimes. It really is. No teacher will ever tell you this, but when you see one person on the call, and that's you, it's demoralizing. It absolutely is. And again, there's that empathy you have to have that everyone has busy schedules. I get it. But then you go look at views and you look at things and you just don't see people performing for whatever reason. And we all have our things. We do totally. So there's a percentage that get away because they can and because they just have a lot going on, right? You're taking care of people. I get it. It's just on the flip side of it, most of the educators that you're in contact with, I hope, are working really hard for you. And I just want you to know that every time we do get on this, you tend to see a polished product. Inside, we're absolutely smacking ourselves. I'm telling you, I've had many nights of late where I'm checked out. I'm thinking about what I'm doing the next day, what I'm trying to make, and then I see that it falls upon deaf ears. And it very much, until you're ever in that position, I hope you're never in that position in a job where you feel like what you're doing is going to nothing. You don't want to feel like that, but I'm letting you know right now that those feelings are very rampant, especially during these COVID times. So I would just ask that if you are someone that is enjoying these services, keep going with it, because there are some people out there that are really taking advantage of the quality that we're putting out there, and you're growing, and I really appreciate that. Those that aren't, you're not going to change. I know that. Nothing I'm going to say on this is going to make you all of a sudden shift your mindset and be like, oh my God, he's right, I need to do that. It's not going to happen. I just want you to know, because I think what I've experienced in life before is that if people had told me how they were feeling, I would have been better to make the changes, or at least I would have known. So then I could have had that decision whether I want to change or not. So honestly, it's a public service announcement that I'm just trying to get for you guys to see. But just know on this side, on a teacher side, on a professional educator side, if we are the ones that are committed to it, I'm telling you, it is very difficult. And it is very gut-wrenching when we see the lack of performance on our students' end because they just don't want to. Not because they don't have access, they don't have internet, they don't have a home, things like that. That is totally understandable, and there's nothing that I can say that's going to fix that. I wish I could. It's more geared towards the people that just have said, nah, fine, COVID, it is what it is. I'll sit around and get nothing because I get a grade regardless. And I'm just telling you, you're skating the system right now, but long-term effect of that, you're not going to skate the system. And unfortunately, when you're 22, 23 and older, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel the ramification. You're going to look back. And I hope you don't have to, but there are going to be some people that do it. So stay committed to it. It's not easy. It's not easy for me waking up every day. It's not easy for me helping my kids learn, trying my best in that one. It really isn't, but we all got to do it together. So I just hope you know that. Kind of have a gut check reality for yourself, but I just wanted to share my thoughts with people because people ask how am I feeling at times, and I appreciate those that have reached out. It really does make a difference, and it helps me to focus. But I also want to be honest, and I'm not here to BS or lie to people. I want you to know how it is, and I want you to know how difficult these times are for everyone. So let's stay strong, let's get better through this, and let's grow mindset. Yeah,